Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Kyle Shanahan on the 49ers sideline. Those guys come in here winners of 2 straight. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. These guys coming off their byes, so they should be fresh and ready to get after it. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Shifts by him. And they will ring him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the number 1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
That's good for a Cardinals. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Something's taken from me.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
On play action, it's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Williams. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you talk about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he's able to take this one out to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks. Here's Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. And remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Now a 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a good one here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down. The Niners at 500, sitting at 5-5. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Purdy bootlegging it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Short one here, caught by McBride, and he goes out right around the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. In motion left goes Jones. Now Murray on play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And the Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for it in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. This is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
It's now 3rd and 10.
To throw is Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
Well, that's a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On first down, it's Benson. 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, number 6 overall. And the Cardinals Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers,
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Niners offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, 49ers.
Purdy now to throw. On the move past the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again especially since they lost the last time out. Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They'll go again with Benson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Murray now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They run over center with Benson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. A give up the middle with Benson. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass caught by Pearsall. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
50 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw, Purdy. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He finds Hopkins complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Purdy. That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. That catch pulls him level all-time with Terrell Owens, who finished with 1,078 receptions. So now he's at 1,078 and rising. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Get set.
Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Murray. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's one. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throw offside complete to McLeod. And the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their 2nd. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and a yard. Murray now to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 22.
Here's Murray. Catch made right side by Wilson. 14 yards and time for number 14. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Myers' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So halftime here out west, let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And it's the tight end, Cole Kmet. He was absolutely electric. This, one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. The Bears are back to within a game of 500. They move to 5-6 with the win. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this is C.D. Lamb. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Cowboys up their mark to 7-4 with this win. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions taking on the Miami Dolphins. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. He was a big factor in this one, and he shows you why on this play. The Lions come away victorious, 21-10 your final score. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think that...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a first down with that catch.
Here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Archer. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Pass is taken in by McLeod. And he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ray McLeod, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out, and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. With a screen pass, backdoor them, and that time, it's well for a solid gain.
7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Here's Purdy. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Defensively, Purdy Ford with a tackle there. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. They're moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Pass taken in by Mayer. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Get set, get set.
Purdy from the gun.
This will be caught just inside the 10. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. McCaffrey is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Touchdown! George Kittle, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 21. So that one, a 13-play drive in total.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. A give. Here comes Benson.
And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Murray keeps it himself.
And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. Cardinals 1st down.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Handoff here to Benson. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
To throw, it's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big start and that big pickup.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Murray now. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. In motion goes the tight end. Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Cardinals.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The 49ers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Shotgun now with Purdy. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First down, 49ers.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. They go play action here. Purdy flushed out right. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And oh,
It's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The football going back over to Arizona now. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently. Right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Murray. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Murray. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 5. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there are times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Arizona, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Two-thirds of the season has come and gone. I'm Scott Hansen, and your weekly recap for week number 12 is up now. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals at home to take on the 49ers. And it's the former 49er, Ray McCloud. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. 44 yards, and you can rack it up. It's a touchdown. The Cardinals come away with a 4-point victory. From there, why don't we go to South Philly? Look in on the Eagles as they play host to the LA Rams. And this is the veteran Amari Cooper. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. 58 yards for the score. The Eagles are in a good spot here, two-thirds of the way through the season. They stand 8-4 with this victory. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And it's Dak Prescott. He had it going. This, one of his 4 touchdown passes on the day. The Cowboys would go on to a 28-17 victory. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying good night. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
Welcome, football fans, to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Today, there's an NFC fighting storm between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. On the Falcons sideline, that is head coach Raheem Morris. These guys hoping that one loss last week doesn't become two here. Across the field, Kyle Shanahan, coach of the 49ers. These guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. Happy y'all could join us. Thanks for being here. I'm Keith Scott with Brock Heward. Eddie Pinheiro just about set. And we're off and running from Levi's Stadium. This drive will start inside the 25. Brown-headed Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss. But he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. And they get to him again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
So a punt coming up on 4th down, and it's against Belgium native Corliss Waitman with the honors. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Robinson on the inside give. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Purdy on the play action. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Yeah, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Get set, get set. 118, watch out. Hot, hot, hot.
Now try it right with McCaffrey. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he's tackled after gaining a
big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. It takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and more importantly, it's stopping.
Pinheiro's kick is good, and that will get them on the board.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. Escapes a defender. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And he's been putting together what should finish as a true standout campaign. Right now, top 5 across the league in rushing. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, QB keeper, it gets 0.
Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
First down, Falcons.
We'll go play action. Here's Penix. Escapes the pocket. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. They're going play fake with Penix. I know it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
3rd down give to Robinson. Play not developing as they had hoped, so that's a loss of yardage. Brock, 4th down coming up.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Corliss Wakeman on to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, it's a sack on the board.
And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
30 short, here's Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
You know, in this league, you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's third down.
Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first two possessions. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. We have to take a timeout, though. There's an injured player, and it looks like Kyle Pitts is the one the training staff is headed out for. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Now Penix off the play action. That's more of the catch out left. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Bernardo Green with that tackle.
5 yards on the pick.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming. Penix working from the gun. It's on target to Moore. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pull ahead 6-3 in the first. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Younghoe Koo on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. On the ground, begin to drive with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 28. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-3 is our score. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at 1st down here. On the gun is Purdy. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. He's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. When you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
On second down, Robinson. And that one doesn't get him much, giving maybe a yard. It's third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Purdy out of the gun on third down. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Purdy throwing here on first. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Back to the air on second. Purdy. Completed over the middle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Get set. It's hot.
On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a second quarter lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say to slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers push their lead to 3. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Takes out a one-stop. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Brought down up the 28-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Penix here from the gun. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
That one's caught by Mooney. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10, around to Robinson. We'll call this a modest game here, Brock. About 3 yards. Second down coming up.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Putting the tight end in motion. Here's 2nd and 7. Finds him over the middle. And he's across midfield with a gain that sets him up for 3rd and very short.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. There's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Penix on the sneak. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. They could really use a good one here. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. He's going to be stopped for down to 37. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the 49ers who have 1st and 10. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Bounce up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up. He was looking DeAndre Hopkins' way there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. Now here come the Falcons on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Penix. Throw right side, caught by Mooney. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, third down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Third and a lone yard coming up. Trying one here with Robinson. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The 49er offense headed out now late in the half. Holding just a field goal lead. Probably going to see them play it close to the vest in the time we've got remaining. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Get set, get set.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Left side, secured by Ayuk. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. We need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is second in inches. From the 42. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a 49er first down. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Off the play fake, Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Into the hands of Kittle. He's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Get set, get set.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Outside. Hot. Watch out.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Hits him on the out route. He's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
We have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. It is week 13. Things starting to get a little nervy in some circles. The home stretch starting to creep closer. Let's go to the highlights. Our look around the NFL starts now. Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. The Jaguars at home to take on the Colts in the AFC South. And it's Travis Etienne. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. The Jaguars are going to wind up winning by 17. Got another one to get to right now. How about Gang Green, the Jets, as they host the Cincinnati Bengals? And this is Joe Burrow. He connects on the touchdown pass 18 yards away. The Bengals come away with the victory as they get back to 500, standing 6-6. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints hosting the Chicago Bears. And it's Rome Odunze. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. It's a 59-yard touchdown. The Bears get it done on the road as they come away with the win. With that, we take a look at the rest of what's going on here in week number 13. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All lined up and ready to boot this one away. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. 49ers to the line, 1st and 10. Now Purdy. And I'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Get set. Watch out.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, look at here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st down throw by Purdy. Short pass brought in. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
From the 43. To the left and reeled in by Hopkins. And this one does not go far. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Complete beyond the bunker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get set.
Purdy on the play action. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
So they had the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20.
Get set. Get set.
To the air again. Purdy. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Jump off Popeye's back. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league.
Now the officials are going to have to take another look at this one. Kyle Shanahan's challenging that call.
Previous play is under review.
Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting a football. And that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So Kyle Shanahan's challenge unsuccessful. The call stands. That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this.
Get set, get set.
Back to throw it. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. Hits the 20. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick 6. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons take the lead on that successful kick.
14, 49ers 13.
Hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Brings in the kick at the 9. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. They've got 1st down from the 31. McCaffrey running between the tackles. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Get set, get set. Start.
From the gun is Purdy. Brought in by Ayuk. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Now it's Purdy. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Get set, get set. 18. Start.
3rd and long for him here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. New set of downs for him from the 46. Going to the ground again on first. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, you have a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Penix here from the gun. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
Third down, it's Penix. On target to Moore. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. Penix working from the gun. Dragged along the sideline by Mooney. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route.
Well, the officials are going to have to take another look at this one. Kyle Shanahan's challenging that call. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this. He did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
After review of the play.
So what a costly gamble that was, partner. They don't get the call they wanted, and they're down to their final timeout. Here's Robinson up the middle. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the shotgun, Penix. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push their lead to 4.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Outside. Watch out.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Here's Robinson. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Purdy on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's a give to Robinson. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They just get the play off. He's going to push one deep down the... He's got it inside the 10. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take the lead as Tom runs out here in the third. George Kittle, the touchdown.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Like they flip through their call sheet, they just call whatever's on it. And there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action with the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the upright. And the 49ers push their lead to 3. This is the end of the third quarter. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Starting at the 10. He's brought down just inside the 25. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Play fake. Penix. Complete out to the right. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Number 16. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. To the air with Penix. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's good for 7 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Shotgun snap, a get to Robinson. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up second and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. Penix now to throw. He's hardly over something here. Just chucks it away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. New set of downs for him from the 46. Penix on first down. Stays in the pocket. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem? Defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. Think this might be a hold, partner. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. Throwing Penix. That's more of the catch out left. He loses the football. And the 49ers get to it. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
So here come the 49ers on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on this field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free.
Let's go. At the 60.
To the air, third and long. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that makes it fourth down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this, I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. Doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
First down throw by Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. First carry here for Jordan James. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
First down, Purdy to throw. Buying some time right. Got a man, it's Mayer. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Kittle makes the catch. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
Now run, James. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, a 2-yard run on first down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. I have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers only up by a few. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
From the 38. Screen play here for James. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Let's see what they went with on third down.
Get set. 18.
Back to throw. Kittle's got it on the slant. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards. And with that last throw, a memorable one for him because it gets him to the 3,000-yard plateau for the year. It's a mark every quarterback tries and honestly expects to hit over the course of a regular season. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The 49ers only moments away from finalizing this victory as they take a knee. Kneel down here and they can start to celebrate this win. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Hayward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.
Separation Sunday. I'm Scott Hansen. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 13. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin in Santa Clara. The Niners at home to take on the Atlanta Falcons. And this is the Niners defense making the big play. They force Purdy into a bad throw. It's picked off, and no one's going to catch him. Pick 6 for the touchdown. Next up, how about a trip to Vegas, everybody? Checking in on the Raiders as they play host to the New England Patriots. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. This is going to end up a touchdown. The Raiders earn another victory and move to 9-3 on the year. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is Patrick Mahomes. One of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Chiefs run their winning streak to 5 straight as they get another W. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.